So a client of mine just sent me a video and they asked for closed captions and they want it done now. So I thought, what a perfect time to actually show you guys how to do this really quickly. So here's a quick way to create closed captions for your Instagram and TikTok videos. So as you can see, I am here in Premiere Pro and I'm actually going to grab this working file and I'm going to drop it over here. So this is the video that they've actually sent me. So I'm just going to drag and drop it onto the timeline as it is. And I double checked the audio already. It's a bit questionable and shady, but you know what? We can work with it. So one of the first things that I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go to window text. So if this isn't showing for you this window of text, or you just go window over here at the top of your screen and scroll down until you see text. And yeah, you can create it. So then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click create transcription. So this is going to allow it to just listen over and process it and then create the closed captions for me. I only have one speaker, so I'm going to leave that unticked. No, don't separate the speakers because there's only one. You can select the audio tracks. Audio track 1 is over here. Audio track 2 is over here. Let's say you have music as well. So you want to make sure it's not going to select the music. So I might as well just tick on that. And I'm going to click on transcribe. And from here, it's just going to render the audio data and create it into captions. So here we have it actually. So here is your really quick, easy and delicious vegan breakfast option, a tofu scrambled bowl. If you're going to crumble up that process. So obviously I always encourage you read over it because sometimes you're like, close, good try. Add some turmeric, not tumor. You don't add a tumor, add some turmeric and some cumin. You mean hummus? Okay. Then in a heated pan, you're going to add some olive oil, onions, peppers, tomatoes, and finally that tofu mixture. It is such a satiating. I've never heard such a word. I get these videos. I'm like, yo, teach me English, puppy. Breakfast and on top, and top it with some parsley coriander. So just quickly let's listen over and just see how kind of accurate it was, and you'll see here it'll track it over here. So let's go.
Here is your really quick, easy and delicious vegan breakfast option, a tofu scrambled bowl. You're going to crumble up that tofu, add some turmeric and some cumin, then in a heated pan, you're going to add some olive oil, onions, peppers, tomatoes, and finally that tofu mixture. It is such a satiating breakfast, and I topped with some parsley and coriander.
All right, so it didn't do a bad job at transcribing that. So what I'll generally do is I'll go through this and you'll see why I recommend that we remove all of the commas and the full stops, because the way I want to do this is to have just one word at a time come up on screen. I don't really want sentences to be coming up because I feel like to get the higher retention for my clients, I'd rather let one word at a time come on, because then it keeps people engaged with the video. They want to kind of follow along. It's kind of like a little game, like, catch that word, catch that little Pokemon. So I'm just quickly going through this and I am removing all of the full stops and the commas that I can see. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm like looking at 2040p here just for the video. Otherwise, if I wear glasses, I look like the real nerd I am, so I want to hide that part. And obviously we don't want add some tumor, we want some turmeric. And not human, we want some cumin. So close. You did so good. I'm so proud of you, Premiere Pro. Good job. Okay, so once you're happy with everything, what you want to do is you want to come over here to your captions tab in the text, and we're going to say create captions from transcription. If it doesn't look like this, it could be that this preferences and format is hiding it. So just click on this here. And from here, what I do is I set my maximum letters to about like 12, because that's about like the longest one word I can actually think of with my small brain. Minimum duration about 3, and yeah. So it's going to create one word that we are going to follow lines. I'm just going to go single and I'm going to say create captions. So from here on, if I actually play the video, you're going to see here it is. Here's your really quick, easy one word's coming on, and I absolutely like that. So what we want to do is we want to actually now quickly format this in its placement. So we're going to click on at the top over here. We're going to go to essential graphics and we're going to click on edit. And then when you double click on this here, so you make sure you can have it, and you're going to want to choose your font style. So just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to choose not Viva Beautiful. No one will be able to read that. Let me go with square just because it's very bold. Why not? And I'm just going to make everything like all caps because it's nice. And then I'm actually going to lift it up so it's more centered to the screen. So that will be this over here. So I can raise it about here. If someone's watching Instagram Reels, you know. And then I want to increase the size to about maybe 87. This is going to be up to you guys on how you want it to look, your placement, your preferences. And what I like to do is I add a background. Sometimes I will go according to the brand color. So I'll look in the CI guide. So yeah, I'm just increasing the opacity to 100%. And I'm going to increase the border box here because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it like rounded, just like that. Bam. Looking nice. So I'll go into the CI guide and I'll find the code of their corporate identity colors, so I can use that for the closed captions, and I'll just copy and paste it in here. But for the sake of this video, I get to be a little bit lazy and kind of just wing it. The color, they have like a really nice purple or magenta purple. And from here on, what I'm going to do so that this translates across the board to all of them, you can just scroll up over here to the style. And you create a style, and we'll call it TF1, Team Fortress. And then you see here, it is literally just translating across all of the captions here. If you've made a mistake and you need to change something, like let's say easy was spelled as essay, because I wouldn't be surprised, you can go into your transcript over here and double click on easy, and you can either retype it over here, not easy, Joel, and turmeric. I see I spelled turmeric wrong, so if I click on turmeric here, or if I come over here to captions tab over here, if I come over here to turmeric at apparently 9 seconds, I can right click. Thank you, Lord, for spell check, because oh my goodness, did I even go to school? Okay, so I'm aiming for one word, right? So what I can do between this, so let's say quick and easy comes up, right? So I'm going to listen here really quick. And then I'm going to come over here to where easy is, right? I'm going to press Control or Command K to cut this. So in this part, I'm actually going to remove easy. And in this part, I'm going to remove quick. So then it goes. Yeah, so I mean, I can even do it over here, a tofu. So then over here, I can just remove tofu. And over here, I can remove A. And I just really advise that you use one word to come up, because it's very satisfying and easy on the eyes to follow along, see what you're doing, and they're more likely to watch the whole video, which is going to get your video more traction, more engagement, and promoted by the algorithm, because the algorithm is all about keeping someone on your video for as long as possible. So why wouldn't you want to put in a little bit of extra effort to give your video the credit and the views that it deserves? That is the quickest and easiest way to do closed captions on your videos for clients and your own reels. If you're doing talking videos explaining maybe workout movements, your recipes, and I hope that this helped you and added value. If it did, please leave a like button. I'm going to do a lot more of these types of videos helping you grow on Instagram and TikTok. So it would be awesome to have you along for the ride and the journey ahead. Yeah, love you guys.